Hi, my name is Goldman. I'm an attorney with Goldman and Associates. And today I'd like to talk to you about what you need to know about child support. A lot of times we are asked a very simple and basic question. People say, I'm getting divorced, I'm in that situation, I've got a kid, how is my child support calculated? A lot of people think it's a percentage of this, or maybe they read that it's a certain amount of your income expanded over a period of time divided by 12 months in a year. It's not that, folks. This is what you need to know about the calculation for child support. The court is going to look to, number one, what are the respective incomes of the parties? How much does dad make? How much does mom make? And then number two, they're going to look at how many children are we supporting? And number three, they're going to look at how many overnights, and this is the key, how many overnights are those children with dad and how many overnights the children are with mom. So therefore, if you take those three things and calculate them, and we have a child support guideline that we prognosticated that calculates that, you're going to get your real number. Now, what ends up happening in a lot of these cases is there isn't so much attention paid to overnights, for example. Mom and dad will work out something privately where, the kids primarily stay with mom and dad sees them whenever he can or whatever his schedule allows. And mom says, oh, I'm okay with that. You can see them every day of the week for all I care. Just make sure they're home in time for bed. The problem with that schedule is when you do the calculation, since overnights are the key, if dad spends every single night with the kids, picks them up from school and they're with him the whole night and it brings them back before he goes to bed, the calculation is going to show 365 overnights to mom, 0 to dad. And you know what happens in that scenario? You pay the highest level. Okay? So what you need to know is when you're talking about child support, you need to get a real number for your income based on, W-2s, an actual income earned. You need to determine how many overnights you have and how many overnights the other parent has. And then, of course, you need to look at how many children. And based on that, there's going to be a number that you pay. Another thing you need to know, and we get this all the time, people say, well, I don't pay support, but I buy the kids clothes, I buy the kids this, buy the kids that, and there's no factor for that, and blah, blah, blah. Well, I got a word of advice for you. You buy all those things for your kids? Don't buy them. Doing what the law does not require you to do doesn't help you if you fail to do the things that the law does require you to do, okay? So when you have child support and you're supposed to pay $200 a week, pay your money. Do what you're supposed to do. That's the minimum. You want to do more than that? God bless you. Buy your kids whatever you want to buy them. That's fine. But don't think for a minute that if you take them out to a restaurant or that you buy them some clothes for school that somehow that number is going to come off your obligation. It's not. It's not going to come off your obligation. The court's going to expect that child support is the minimum, and you might well pay for your kids to go to the movies. And you might well buy them those new Nikes or whatever. But that's not going to discharge your obligation. So another thing you need to know with support is not only how it's calculated, but you need to know that don't think for a minute that not meeting your obligation can somehow wash away just because you buy your kids some stuff every now and then. That is simply not how it works. If you have questions, or you get in trouble because of unpaid support obligation and arrearage, give us a call, and of course, we'll be glad to help you out.